The market today is interesting. On the good for business side, we have a couple of drivers. We're still in the early innings of a deleveraging cycle. Prices in Europe have still not fully recovered. Property fundamentals are weak but improving, and the bidding for core assets, which is what we create, is still very aggressive. On the not so good for business side, we have poor demographics in Europe, we have weak economic growth, and we have a lot of political uncertainty. We need banks. People forget about it. Populists love to hate on the banks, but we need the banks to make money, and I think we're in a situation where that's difficult. Oil prices and demand from emerging economies, particularly in London, are very relevant to occupational demand, and those are challenged. We have a world where deleveraging is happening, and it will continue for a while. But you need more than that to make a good deal. The other part of the equation is the occupancy markets, and we need to have healthy fundamentals to make the income growth that we need. And what's interesting is that even though the economies in Europe are weak, vacancy rates have slowly eked down over the last 7 years. With sterling dropping, we don't really know what assets are worth in the UK. Sterling is an external factor that's driving pricing, and if that goes away, or if that's been here for a while, who knows where pricing sits. In terms of the EU, I think one thing that's interesting after Brexit is that the EU has not realized that they need to do something. They haven't taken a moment to reflect on the fact that the UK and other countries in Europe are not happy with how the EU has grown from an economic liberalizer to a real regulated body.